Hello, Key Stage 1 and Foundation Stage. You caught me taking some time out of my busy day and reading a book, which is really fitting because this week is World Book Week. And this is the perfect time to think about those books that you enjoy reading, those books that you are going to try soon and you're going to love, or those books that you haven't found yet, but you want to find because there are lots of books out there that are going to be really, really interesting. So I've had a very busy day today. I've been busy doing my potato. Here's my potato. I wonder if you can guess who it is. He's got long white beard, long white hair. He's got a pointy black hat. And he's got half moon glasses on. I wonder if you know who it is. I might tell you later. And I've been busy reading because I wanted to catch up on my reading as it's World Book Week. And I thought I would recommend this book to you. It's called Mungo and the Picture Book Pirates. I love this book and my children love this book as well. It's all about pirates and a very, very interesting character called Mungo, who's not a pirate himself, but he loves pirates and he likes to read about them until perhaps he gets sucked into his favourite book. So I'm going to read a bit of this and see if you might want to pick this up and read it yourself. So, see if you can see the picture as well. So this is Mungo. His favourite book is called The Seafaring Adventures of Captain Horatio Fleet. In fact, there's a picture of Captain Horatio Fleet on his wall. He really does love this book. Last thing every night, he makes his mum read it to him. Twice if she's lucky, 5 times if she's not. And this is how the story goes. Once upon a time, Admiral Mainbrace and his plucky cabin girl, Nora, set sail in their fine Spanish galleon. And there they are, Nora and Admiral Mainbrace. They had only been at sea for 2 days when they were attacked by Barnacle Bill, the terror of the high seas, and his dreaded purple berserker bird. Barnacle Bill's crew of scurvy pirates fell upon the Admiral's galleon in a flashing of cutlasses, which means these big swords. They plundered its treasure and looted its booty, but most frightening by far, they sang sea shanties so foul that anyone who heard them begged to walk the plank. It would have all ended badly for Admiral Mainbrace and Nora if their cries for help hadn't been heard by Captain Horatio Fleet, the bravest ship's captain of them all. Daring Captain Fleet, who defeated the dreaded octopus of Bognor. Dashing Captain Fleet, who juggled with sharks and electric eels. Dazzling Captain Fleet, who ate piranha fish fingers and chips for his tea. He swung to the rescue at once. Not so fast, you scurvy dogs, cried Captain Fleet, as he unplundered the treasure and delooted the booty. Then he tied the villains' throats in an expert display of knots so they could never sing sea shanties again. Hooray, cried the Admiral, we're saved! And Captain Fleet married that plucky cabin girl, Nora. Together they set sail for the sinking sun and all the adventures that wait in the waters off the coast of tomorrow. The end. But that's not the end. Again, Mummy, read it again, said Mungo. Absolutely not, said Mum. I'm too tired, because on this particular night, she accidentally read the book 6 times instead of 5. I'll leave the light on if you like, so you can look at it on your own. And so Mungo did, but this time it was different. Oh, it was still the tale of how Admiral Mainbrace and Nora were attacked by Barnacle Bill, but this time their cries for help weren't heard by Captain Fleet, the bravest ship's captain of them all. Because Captain Fleet was so worn out after going through the story 6 times in one night that he decided to take a holiday. Mum, shouted Mungo. What is going to happen next? What will happen to the story if the main character isn't there? I would recommend this book. I think it's a really fun, interesting book. And I think anybody who likes pirates are going to love this. Have a watch of some of the other adults in the school recommending books to you. Have you read any of them? What do you think of them? And if you haven't, which ones do you think you might want to read?
Hello everyone, my book that I'm going to be reading for World Book Day is called Morris, the Mankiest Monster. Morris, the Mankiest Monster. Lives in a house made of dung. It only smells stinky enough when it's damp, so he keeps the walls wet with his tongue. He sleeps in a bed of old compost, shovelled on lovely and thick. And when he gets up, he goes into the bathroom and gives us all his scabs a good pick. His cheeks are encrusted with pustules, which dribble like hot melted cheese. Warm yellow wax oozes out of his ears, and his eyebrows are riddled with fleas. His forehead's all clammy and sticky. His breath reeks of rotten fish paste. And goodness knows what he collects in the creases and great folds of fat around his waist. If you look under his armpits, you're bound to find loads of dead bugs. He munches and crunches them in between meals and then flosses his teeth with fresh slugs. He feeds off the snotty green bogies that lurk up his big hairy nose, and sometimes he nibbles the poisonous mould, which he scrapes off the end of his toes. He washes this down with cold snail slime collected from underneath rocks, and just to make sure that it's tasty enough, Morris filters it first through his socks. It's years since he last changed his t-shirt. It's crusty and crawling with ants. His shoes are all slurpy and squelchy inside, and potatoes grow out of his pants. His fingernails badly need cutting. They're terribly grimy and black. He uses them daily to scratch at his warts and squash the big boils on his back. If Morris starts feeling too tidy, he always knows just what to do. He has a long bath in the sewage canal and then washes his hair in the loo. You may think he's foul and disgusting, but really, in spite of all this, there's nothing he loves more than making new friends. So he's coming to give you a big kiss.
Hi everyone. Can't believe Book Week has come around again, and it's such a shame that you're not in. So here's my story, and I'm going to do one of the shorter stories rather than a chapter book this time, and I'm going to read you part of Room on the Broom. Love this author, love her illustrations. Let's have a look, shall we? The witch had a cat, and a very tall hat, and long ginger hair which she wore in a plait. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off her hat. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes on thundering paws there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes, cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forest they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and a stormy wind blew. The witch laughed aloud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her long ginger plait. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with the bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied her plait in a bow, "I am a bird, as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me?" "Yes," cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow but let go of her wand. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond leapt a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely and said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, "I'm a frog as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me?" "Yes," said the witch, so the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy and the broom snapped in too. Down fell the dog and the cat and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. "I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and I'm planning to have witch and chips for my tea." "No!" cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. "Help!" cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew nearer and, licking his lips, said, "Maybe this once I'll have witch without chips." But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird, and its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strolled from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Buzz off, that's my witch." The dragon drew back and he started to shake. "I'm sorry," he spluttered. "I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog, down jumped the cat, and "Phew!" said the dog. "And thank you, oh thank you," the grateful witch cried. "Without you I'd be in that dragon's inside." Got a bit carried away there. Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something, everyone, throw something in." So the frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Igglety, zigglety, zaggety, zoom. Then out rose a truly magnificent broom. Look at that broom. With seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a shower for the frog. "Yes," cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. What an amazing broomstick that is. Hope you enjoyed reading that book just as much as I do. Even though I usually teach year 5 and 6, I still love this book. So I hope you enjoyed it and enjoy the rest of Book Week. Bye.
Hi guys, so this is my recommendation for World Book Day this year. It's one of the books from the series of Tom Fletcher and Dougie Poynter. The one I'm going to share a little bit with you today is The Dinosaur That Pooped the Bed. I hope you enjoy.
And Dino had nothing to do, so Danny said, "Why don't we watch some cartoons?" But then Danny's mum cast a shadow of gloom. "You can't watch TV till you've tidied your room." They stumped up the stairs in the foulest of grumps and stood in their room at the foot of Mount Dump. "Tidying this mess will take thousands of years," said Danny whilst desperately holding back tears. Unless they were going to tidy forever, they needed a plan that was clever. And then an idea popped inside Danny's head. Why clean up this mess? You can eat it instead. So Dinosaur opened its mouth like a bin. Dan scooped up the mess and he threw it all in. Toys from the tip of the top of the heap were chucked in and chomped by the dinosaur's teeth. It chewed Danny's shoes. It could not get enough of Teddy's and Cuddly's stuff made of fluff. The dinosaur sucked like a humongous hoover, removing the mess like a room mess remover.
Morning children, I am sharing in the book It's Okay to Be Different by Todd Parr. This is one of my favourite books because it talks about different ways that we're different and how fabulous that is. I'm going to share a few pages with you. It's okay to be missing a tooth, or 2 or 3. It's okay to have a different nose. It's okay to be a different colour. It's okay to have no hair.
Hello, I'm here to tell you about one of my favourite children's books. As it's World Book Day, I thought I would share it with you. And here it is, The Snail and the Whale. Now, I thought this was particularly relevant at the moment during lockdown when we were all thinking about far-off places and holidays. And this is about a little snail who wants to travel around the world, and he gets into some exciting adventures. I'm just going to read one of the pages. This makes me think of hot and sunny places and different places. Can you see all the lovely illustrations in it? This is the sky, so vast and high, sometimes sunny and blue and warm, sometimes filled with a thunderstorm, with zigzag lightning, flashing and frightening, the tiny snail on the tail of the whale. Can you see it? So I thought I'd share that with you. It does make me think of going to lots of different far-off places. How about you? What's your favourite story?
Here is an ant. Who is prettier than an ant? A butterfly. Who has more legs than a butterfly? A caterpillar. Who is faster than a caterpillar? A deer. Who is bigger than a deer? An elephant. Who is pinker than an elephant? A flamingo. Who can butt better than a flamingo? A goat. Who is pricklier than a goat? A hedgehog. Who has more wrinkles than a hedgehog? An iguana. Who is more wobbly than an iguana? A jellyfish. Who can jump better than a jellyfish? A kangaroo. Who is spottier than a kangaroo? A ladybird. Who can dig deeper than a ladybird? A mole. Who can sing better than a mole? A nightingale. Who can hug tighter than a nightingale? An octopus. Who is muddier than an octopus? A pig. Who can fly better than a pig? A quail. Who has longer ears than a quail? A rabbit. Who can slither better than a rabbit? A snake. Who can growl better than a snake? A tiger. Who can keep off the rain better than a tiger? An umbrella bird. Who is shyer than an umbrella bird? A vole. Who is much bigger than a vole? A whale. Who is more see-through than a whale? An X-ray tetrafish. Who is shaggier than an X-ray tetrafish? A yak. Who has more stripes than a yak? A zebra. Who is smaller than a zebra? Go back to the beginning of the book. The end.
This book is called M is for Melanin by Tiffany Rose. A is for Afro. Your hair makes a statement. Embrace the bigness of your hair. Pick it, fluff it, love it. B is for Very Black. Be it unapologetically. Be bold, be fearless, be you. C is for Creative. Paint the canvas of life with the colours of the rainbow. Sprinkle your black girl magic and spread your black boy joy around the world. D is for Dream. From Martin to Michelle and everyone in between. You, little black child, are your ancestors' wildest dream. E is for Empowerment. If the path you want doesn't exist, create it. Dare to be different. Persist. People will say you can't until you do. F is for Fresh. Our people make something out of nothing and make it look good. You are no exception. G is for Genuine. There is nothing more honest than your authentic self. Be you, love you, always, always. H is for Hip Hop. Hip is the knowledge of your culture. Hop is expression of movement. Dance to the music within you. I is for Imagine. Imagine yourself as a black prime minister, not just a dream, but a reality to be fulfilled. J is for Joy, and finding it wherever you look. Imagine, create, inspire. The world awaits. K is for King. Lift your head high and adjust your crown. Acknowledge your majesty and act accordingly. L is for Lead. Lead with intention and purpose. You were never meant to follow. M is for Melanin. Shining in every inch of your skin. Every shade, every hue. All beautiful and unique. N is for Natural. From your roots to your fingertips. No additives necessary. Amazing, just as you are. O is for Obama. The first black US president. He did so that you can. P is for Pride. Rejoice in who you are and where you come from. Be present, stand tall, stand proud. Q is for Queen. Majestic is your mane and sun-kissed is your skin. Royalty flows through your veins. R is for Remembrance. Remember those before you. They will guide you on your journey. S is for Soul. Never diminish your shine so that others shine brighter. Be such a vibrant soul that others crave your light. T is for Travel. A passport is a powerful thing. To know the world is to better understand yourself. U is for Unleash. Unleash your potential. Unlock your magic. Put in the work and see what happens. V is for Voice. No matter how small, you deserve to be heard. Speak out for what is right. Speak up when others are silent. W is for Worthy. The gifts you give to the world are already within you. Your worth is not determined by what you have, but by who you are. X is for Malcolm. Activist, leader, revolutionary. Just like Malcolm, you alone can define you. Y is for You. You are absolutely enough. And Z is for Zillion. There will be a zillion people telling you to do something else or be someone else. Always be your free, talented, quirky, imaginative, melanated self. The world will adjust. That is the end.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed those book recommendations from those adults. And I imagine you could ask any of those adults and they'd have a long list of books that they would like to recommend to you. So what I would like you to do is have a think about what your favourite book is. Take it to your Zoom meeting with your class teacher today, and maybe you could share it with your class. Try and persuade them to read your favourite book. So find an exciting snippet in your book, a paragraph or two, or just a really good page, and read it out to your class and see if any of them fancy reading the same books that you love. Your potato, did you guess who mine was? He's got a big long white beard. This is Dumbledore from Harry Potter. Harry Potter's one of my favourite books, so I really felt that I wanted to make a character from him. So this is Dumbledore with his half moon glasses on his face. Make sure you take a picture of your potato and get your parents to upload it onto Google Classroom. The last day is tomorrow, so you need to have it done by tomorrow, and then we're going to judge who is the winner of your class, and they'll get a small prize, and that will be announced next week when you are all back in school. Enjoy your World Book Day. World Book Day is my favourite day of the year, so I hope that you all enjoy it as much as I do. I can't wait to see all of your potatoes and hear about all the books that you were recommending. And we will see you next week where we might be able to share some of these books in class. So have a lovely day and we will see you soon.